Guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp of the Limp. We're going to jump right back into some more Blood and Fury, right where we left off. This may or may not be the last video. I've had to strip some of the casualties that I'd taken earlier so I can keep setting up for that big scenario that I am setting up currently. It's taken a little while because there's a lot of units, a lot of stuff that's got to be organized. It's taken a minute, but it's scenario 21, the big 8-map scenario. I almost have the whole thing set up. I just need some of these last remaining units to be able to actually set it all up. So I'm going to play through a turn or two more of this just to get some extra footage, some gameplay, and then that'll probably be it because I need the units. I got to have them to finish setting up. We are at the point now where we are getting the close air support, the A-10 Warthog and the Su-25. They are both coming into play now. So they're ready to go. Let's see, we've got the Warthog here, and we have the Su-25. Got them ready to go. So they are going to get mixed in with our deck of cards now. Formations to be drawn. So give me a sec as I shuffle these in here. All right, so we've got our deck of cards shuffled up. We're ready to go. We're going to jump right back into it. Remember, the original Soviet formation has all but been wiped out. They have one single, I think it's T-80. Yeah, T-80 remaining over here, but it's already reduced. I mean, barely anything left. Just wrecks all over the place. The lower formation has pushed in. I think I made a goof over here earlier, but it's not a big deal. You make a mistake here or there, it's not going to change anything that big. But I decided to push in directly with this huge group of T-80s instead of holding back, because screw that noise. Let's get them into the fight. And yeah, I've got two groups of infantry up here in the woods with anti-air assets, and I've got another one down here with anti-air assets. So I don't anticipate the Apaches being around much longer. I think we've already lost one, and close air support's going to have some issues to deal with as well. All right, so let's draw. First card is the Apaches, which is good, but it's not going to change anything if he does not rally. Come on, rally, boy. Ah, he does rally. Yes. Okay, so now he can do a little something, something. What are you going to do? Whoa. There's choices. There's infantry here below me, right, they got missiles. And these guys have missiles, but these guys have anti-air missiles. And they're more dangerous. So I think I'm going to target the infantry. I'll get the short range bonus. That gives me -1 to hit. So he is rolling 3 dice on his attack, looking for 4s. The infantry only get whatever the woods are going to give them on 5s. And the woods are only going to give them a single defensive die. This is where I could really use the Apache to roll well. Come on here. Need those 4s. Oh, just a single hit. I need him to whiff it. I need him to whiff it. I need a disruption to go through so that Apache doesn't get blown out. Oh, and he whiffs. Perfect. He does not save it, so they are at least disrupted. That is going to help. All right, let's push on quick like Americans. God, the Americans always get to activate first, and I want them activating later. Let's see. Because I kept the Soviets back, right? You can trace this line of fire all the way up to here. But if I try to tilt it even a little bit, the city hex starts blocking it. Don't forget, this hex is cultivated, but I'm treating it as clear because it looks clear when I first started the scenario, and I started playing it that way, so we're keeping it that way. It would actually be better for me, for the Americans, because it would give these infantry a little bit of extra cover, but it's not going to change anything now. Yeah, I just don't think I can tilt up even a little bit and still be able to do it. God, I missed my laser. Okay, I did some paper measuring here to try to give myself a straight edge. I can trace a line of sight to these guys, but it doesn't matter because that's HE fire. And I think I can't even reach them at long range. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm one hex short. The rest of these tanks are out of his line of sight. The hill's going to block off this pattern because he's aiming up. So I can't get anything going there. All right then. We'll start with the tank down here. I want him to fire on these infantry. Try to get rid of that missile, anti-tank guided missile that they have. So we'll do a short range. He's going to get 3. Short range is going to be hitting on 4s. Infantry are out in the open, so I don't think they get any cover in the clear terrain. Let's eyeball it. Yeah, just ensuring it. They get no cover, so they have no dice. Whatever I'm rolling is what they get. Hitting on the 4s. Come on, hit them. 2 hits. That is going to be good. Speaking of which, I forgot to mark him as activated. We'll go ahead and mark him as ops complete. That is 2 hits. So he is going to be disrupted and reduced, which will take the pressure off of that tank. But there's still other stuff down over here, I think. Yeah, there's still one, was it T65? No, T64 over here. He could be a problem, but not that I can do about him just yet. I don't think there's anything else I can do with them. And oh yes, I forgot. I've got indirect fire for both sides. I completely forgot about that. I need to make sure and use it before we end on this. And I have someone who can place it. My recon, I specifically tucked back over here so he'd be out of the way. I was planning on calling it over here, but I think we're going to call it in over there. He's got a line of sight. He's tucked behind the hill, but far enough out that he should have a line of sight over there. I'm kind of iffy on whether or not he can throw it there. I was originally planning on putting it over there, which he would definitely have the line of sight to do, but in this direction, he's tucked behind the hill, so he can't get hit by the enemy, but it's not really fair for me to be able to call in mines here, because technically, he's looking over the edge of the hill, so I think I need to move him up before I do that, which means I'm going to have to risk him, but it is what it is. He's got to call in the mines. So he's going to move up to there, and he is recon, so he can call in the mines. And I am calling in the minefield because I have 1 artillery delivered mines that I can drop. It's got a line of sight right there, and I can just smoke check those guys coming in, put a minefield right across them as they're trying to come in, nail that road. That'll work. Yeah, that'll cause some severe damage to them. He's got line of sight to it, but he does need to roll for potential scatter. 1 to 5, he's good. On a 6, it will scatter in one of the random hexes around it. So 2, he is good. So I get to place there, and then I get to place 2 more adjacent to this. And it can be adjacent to either. I know putting on both sides of the road works. So we're going to go there and there, and I'm trying to think what's the best way, because the next one, they're going to be able to steer around. So I might as well put it in the most advantageous place now to hit the most vehicles. So what I could do is I could put 1 here and put 1 here, and that would force them to have to go across 2 minefields. But by putting it there, I'm already forcing them. That's if they want to go that way, they can come down around this way. So yeah, I think it's better to hit them now, currently, so I get all the hits in And now I have to force them to cross my line of fire down this river to come around, or, yeah, which will slow them down, or drive across the minefield. So neither option is perfectly good for them. Oh, I forgot to check these infantry earlier. Oh, let's see if they get undisrupted, but I'm not going to let them shoot because I forgot to do it. Nope, they stay disrupted. So nothing happened there when those guys activated. Well, actually, it's still their activation, so it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah. Oh, I like the idea of putting it there. But yeah, let's hit them. Let's hit them. They've got all their tanks stacked up right now. So by doing this, I'm effectively hitting 6 T-80s with mines. So bam, bam, bam. Better if I put it here, that affects it to where I can get 8 T-80s at least hit by mines, because this one's pinned in. He has to cross the minefield. Losers. There we go. That's the best placement, because I've got 200 that one, 200 that one, 200 that one, and these guys have no choice but to cross. All right, so the way mines work is there's a D6 roll. On a 1, 2, 3, nothing. On a 4 or 5, 1 hit. On a 6, 2 hits. So for ease, I'm going to roll 2 dice for each one of these 3 hexes, because there's 2 T-80s in each hex, so they're all getting hit by it. All right, so for the first hex, we got a single. Take a single. That's going to be a disruption, which means he can't move forward. He can only move backwards. Actually, let me place it under 1 so I remember that only a single is hit. Yeah, that way he could only move backwards. He can't move forwards and he can't shoot. So he's going to be stuck in that minefield for a minute. All right, let's roll for the second one. Right. Meow. Got another single. Stop singles. I want to knock it out of the park. All right. Put that on him. So we've got 2 disrupted T-80s. Now let's roll for that last T-80 and whiff. So nothing. All right. We got 2. I mean, out of 6, but oh well. That's good placement. Their HQs got no choice but to cross. I mean, I can switch them to another one, which I probably will. But this way, at least 2 T-80s are going to have to cross that minefield, and the others are still in it. All right, I don't believe there's anything else I can do as the Americans. These guys are the only ones with a line of sight, and they're disrupted. I don't want to move these Bradley fighting vehicles out. They have great damage, but they're weak. They will get blown up pretty quick by a whole wall of T-80s, so I'm just keeping them tucked into the buildings. All right, yeah. Let's move it on. I didn't put this in here. Okay, skip that card. We're not using battlefield events. We're going a little faster than that. Next card is the Apache again. Damn, the Apache getting lucky. All right. What are we going to do with him? What are we going to do with our Apache? I'm not too worried about the BTRs. They've only got light HE firepower. So I could try to take out this remaining T-80, but I'm not wholly worried about that one. And plus he's in the woods, so he's more defensible. They're disrupted. So right now, the most dangerous thing that I got left directly in front of me is this T-64 with the HQ on top of it. So let's try to cause him some hurt. All right, so he is in a hex with a wreck, and that gives him 1 extra defensive die. He's got 3, and I got to give him a different color. The 3, he requires a 6 to get a save. The different color, he's going to require a 5 or a 6, because the wreck actually gives him a little bit better. That's the defensive bonus. We get to attack with 3, but I am at short range, so that is improving. Dropped one of my damn dice. All right, 3 dice. Normally you hit on 5s. He's hitting on 4s because he is at short range. Come on, baby, give me the 4s. Oh, what? Crap. Sometimes it's just with frickin' city, man. Where's my marker? All right, he's activated. Don't have to worry about that. And next is going to be the 245th. Which one is the damn 245th? I can never remember who the 245th is. Is it... I think it's these. Down over here. Because, yeah, that's the darker blue. They're the lighter blue. Of course, they're all blue. All blue. Why are you all blue? Yeah, these guys are the 48th. They're the 245th. All right, so they're activating... Now, I need to hope they do not recover here. What do they need? They've got just the 2? Just the 2? Thought it was more than that. Yeah, just the 2 infantry who were disrupted. So I've got to mark them. All right, let's roll for it. First is this one here. And does not recover. Disruption there. He does recover. Both of those suck. Okay. Let's see. What are they going to do? Assault can't assault, so they're going to fire closest vehicle. Let's see. They're going to try to move. Take out good order player units. Closest to target, long range move towards. Move towards cover, fire, execute counteractions. All right, he's going to be firing because he's directly next to him. He's still disrupted. He will move to cover because I'm probably going to leave those infantry there for now. I might move him to cover so I try to load those infantry up later. They're hanging. He is going to shoot at the infantry to try to take them out. Yep. Target the disrupted with the HQ bonus. That could be bad. Oh, that could be bad. Okay, we'll start with the infantry attack down here. All right, he is rolling 3 dice, hitting on 3s because he's got the short range bonus. He gets 5 dice defensively, and they're all saving on 5s. He has 3 naturally. He gets 1 for being uphill, and he gets another for the wreck. All right, come on, dice gods. Don't let me down. Oh my God, that's 3. Ooh, that could be bad. I need a lot of 5s or 6s on this one. 5s or 6s, baby. Oh, only saved 1. No, look at that. Triple snake eyes. All right, that's bad. He has been reduced and disrupted. That is not good. That is not good. They are activated. Ops complete. All right, tried to undisrupt them. None of those can fire. He's going to move to cover to stay next to his infantry. They're already in cover. They're waiting for this swarm to come down so they can move in defensively. So this one's just going to fire against the infantry with HQ bonus. He's at optimal, but not short range. So hitting on 5s, he's got 3 plus the HQ gives him 5. Ooh. 5 hitting on 5s. And the infantry get 2 for the building. Go there. And they're also saving on 5s. All right, I really need the red ones to whip here. Oh, they got 2. That's enough. That's enough. Wow, a lot of 1s getting rolled. All right, I really need to save both of these. Come on, save it, boys. Oh, the infantry are gone. Gone. First casualties finally been inflicted upon the Americans, and that's going to spell a world of hurt. Because that was my turret gun at the front of the city, and it is gone now. Tanks weakened, so the only gun I had pointing over here is gone, and now they can move in, but the top has been weakened thanks to that minefield. Oh, and I just thought about this. I've got offboard artillery stuff I can call in for them as well, and I haven't used it yet, but they don't have anyone who can call it in. Only the HQ could call it in. There's no one else. They don't have recon or anyone else who can call it in. And he just got ops complete. That's all right. When they activate, they might be able to do so. Call it in near it, maybe walking in towards the tanks or something. I don't know. All right, so that's going to finish their activation. Go to next card. We've got our first end of operations. That could be a biggie. That could swing things depending on who activates when. All right, so let's draw our next card. And hey, we got our first airstrike coming in. Potentially. Okay. Let's see. Where's my A10? Where'd I put the A10 counter? All right, here's the A10. Now I can call him in and do some hurt. Oh, God, he could do some hurt. 6 firepower dice, but hitting on 3s. Oh, he could really tear some shit apart. There is anti-air here. There's anti-air here. There's 2 anti-airs. This one's disrupted, so I've got 2 anti-airs, and they've got a line of sight just all over here, basically to here down. All right, so when we're doing our close air support, we got to roll to see if they get intercepted on the way and if they got surprise. So we're looking for a 1 or a 6 here. 1 means they got surprise. They're a little bit easier to come in and attack. 6 means they got intercepted and they're out of the game permanently. All right, so let's roll for them. Ah, you got the surprise. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right. That's going to make it better because that means he only has to weather the storm of 1 anti-aircraft fire coming in. Okay, so first I need to figure out which hex I'm going after, and I think I already know that one. We're definitely going to target... Yeah, I want to target this hex because I want to try to blow them up, but I'm almost thinking now, am I wasting it? Because they have to cross mines, so maybe I target a different hex instead, right? I want them to take the damage of crossing the mines, and I don't know how good that's going to succeed just yet. So yeah, maybe I target a different hex. Let's target their lead tanks instead, right? So we'll put it here. There are 2 T-80s in this hex that would suffer a 6 die attack. Huge attack. That's oh, it's beautiful. Hitting on 3s, it's wonderful, but I have to survive first 1 3-die attack hitting on 5s because both of those anti-air are the same. Because he has surprise, he still gets shot at, but he can only get shot at by 1 instead of 2. And it's an A10, so he has decent-ish armor. Let's see. Actually, yeah, the SG-25 has the same 2 die, saving on 4s. All right, so let's roll for the attack on him. And they got a single. Okay. Now, here's where I just need 1 to be a 4. And that'll work. Shrugged it off. Okay. Now, let's gather us. I have to steal a red die for this one. All right, so here comes our big attack. Hitting on 3s. He's got 6 dice hitting on 3s. All right, big money. Oh, he got 4 hits. 4 hits. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That is what I am talking about. All right, we're just going to set this here. So I remember how many hits that he got. He got 4. They only have their armor, but it's 4 dice on 5s. Now, each target in the hex gets hit by that. All right. Is it, what was it again? 5s? Yeah. So they're looking for 5s, and they've got to try to shrug off 4 hits. So first one. Oh, first one's obliterated. He is absolutely just torn up from the floor and up. Boom. You're gone, baby. All right, whiff it. And that'll be a whiff. That would definitely be a whiff. He gets 3 fails, 1 save. That is more than enough to obliterate him. So this airstrike came in and lit it up. See, this is why I did not want to put the airstrike there, even though the HQ was there, because I want the damage from those mines to potentially come through. And then the A-10 goes, woo, whoosh, I'm flying back home because I kick ass. Damn, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Close air support is the way to go. All right, let's draw our next card. And we got the Americans again. This has been an American-heavy turn. Really American-heavy turn. Really not much I can do. They took out my infantry. Well, he's in position to put rounds down range now. I got to check him to see if I can undisrupt him. And he can. He has recovered, but he's still reduced. All right. We're going to fire on the infantry, and we'll fire a missile off over here. That's pretty much all I can do. He's only got 2 dice now, hitting on 4s, and these infantry are just out in the wind. Oh, what a whiff. What a whiff. God, you suck. Just blow that tank up. God, whoever's driving that has to be an army guy. Marine would have blown those infantry apart by now. Last, we'll fire off a missile over here. And we'll just fire up there. And I'll tell you what, I'll target the one that is already disrupted in that hex. And he's got 4 saving on 5s. I've got 4 hitting on 4s. Yeah, 3. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Whiff it. Whiff it. Oh, look at that. He saved all of it. All of it. What a save. What a save. Back and forth. Missiles flying. But that will finish out the Americans because I got nothing else. I don't want to move this Bradley forward. He's sitting on the objective. They got to take the city, and my thoughts right now are basically just to have people here just in the way, right? So they're going to have to drive right up on top of them to get line of sight on them to fire. But that way the Pattons that are here can have crossing fields of fire to block them off. They've got to get right on top of them. And the Bradley that's here still has missiles. Recon here still has missiles. Oh, I forgot. I got to do a missile check on him. Let's see if he's got any missiles. And he does not. He does not. Low missile as well. That is a problem. That is a problem. And I think I forgot to check this guy over here, but screw it. The Soviets are getting waffle stomped anyway, so they need some help. The Americans just have a good position here. It's very defensive. The hill here blocks them off. Funneled fields of fire, and the Soviets have to cross a field of death to get to them. All right, so let's draw our next card, and we got the last end of operations. The 48th, the airstrike, the 200, the tank, the A tank that's left. All were at the bottom of it. Let's get their HQs. All right. I don't know. Does it work the same way with airstrikes? I don't think it does. I think it just gets shuffled back in. And that really sucks because they miss having an airstrike that the Americans got to have. All right, so we'll throw those in to get shuffled in on the next one. We've got a couple of HQs on this end of operations card. The Americans have gone first. They just the majority of the game, I think that's really helped them out. Now they've missed a turn or here or two, but 2 cards for them, 2 cards for the Apaches really makes a difference. In totality, the Soviets had more cards total, but not that many. And depending on when you draw that into operations, it's hit the Soviets, I think now 2 or 3 times where they've had an HQ stuck over there. So they've had a formation that didn't get a turn. I think it's really hampered them because now you've got the Soviets up here that really need to get going, because imagine what happens on the next turn. If the Americans get to go again, I still have off-board artillery I can call in. I've got MLRS rocket system I can call in and do another attack over here. And what if I get another airstrike? It can lay waste to the brunt of the Soviet attack before it even gets there. But yeah, that was my plan with the Soviets, was just to smash in here. Yeah, they're going to take casualties, but after the first couple of volleys, right, then their ops complete. And they only get to fire so many times, the Americans, and the rest could pour in and just rain hell down on them. Even if they've lost a handful of tanks along the way, they'd be able to smash through. But this minefield, the airstrike, and some missiles have done pretty good work on them. You know, I'll probably do one more video on this because I want to see how the remainder of this attack plays out, and then I'll stop it so we can get the rest of this set up for the other one. But yeah, you guys stay tuned. That scenario 21, I'm telling you, it is shaping up to be a thing of beauty. You've watched this one game on one map, and it's just been boom, 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 back and forth. It's going to be 8 times the size of what you're seeing now, with all the formations, all the airstrikes, all the special rules, all of it's going to be in there. It's going to be a thing of beauty, and I've got it set up in a spare room so I can leave it up for a while. All right, but that's going to be it for me for this one. You guys stay tuned. I will have probably the last video for the scenario up here soon as well, and then we will get into scenario 21. Y'all take care. I'll catch you in the next one.